The Chargers back in the news now. The fight reigniting over the football team that once called San Diego home.
A local woman is suing the NFL over the Chargers relocation, and one of the people helping with this lawsuit, former city attorney Mike Aguirre. He joins us now. Good morning, Mike. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you very much for letting us come on.
All right. Well, hey, the Chargers, they left like 6 years ago here. So many fans, whether they're in agreement or not with this lawsuit, they want to know why now, Mike?
Well, there was a case in St. Louis, and as you might remember, the Rams went to Los Angeles at pretty much the same time as the Chargers went to Los Angeles. And there was a suit in St. Louis that was able to show that the NFL and the owner of the Rams violated the NFL's policies and rules, binding policies and rules that require there to be a really good faith effort by a team to the host city before they move. And the folks in St. Louis were able to show that that didn't happen, and they were able to recover a $790 million settlement from the NFL. And so that sort of sparked our interest in it. And then that's when the chief operating officer of the Chargers admitted that Dean Spanos had made up his mind to move to Los Angeles in 2006. And so all that took place after that, where there was Mark Fabiani indicating that they wanted to stay, and all of the representations to the city, those turned out not to be true. And the city has suffered many hundreds of millions of dollars of damages. The city paid to expand the stadium in 1997, as the Chargers requested. The city went so far as to do the ticket guarantee, showing that they were doing everything they could to keep the Chargers here. And Mayor Faulkner even endorsed the Chargers East Village plan to spend $1.8 billion of taxpayer funds for a stadium and a convention expansion. And so we have a very clear case where every one of our mayors, from Mayor Golding, Mayor Murphy, Mayor Sanders, Mayor Faulkner, they bent over backwards for the Chargers. There's no way that the Chargers could show that the officials in San Diego weren't trying to help. And then during that period of time they were here, the team was purchased between 40 and 70 million. And by the end of 2015, they were worth over $1 billion. So there was no financial need. There was no failure on the part of the city to be supportive of the Chargers. What happened was the owners of the Rams wrote out a $5 billion check, built a fabulous, beautiful stadium in Los Angeles, and the NFL, accommodating Dean Spanos, decided that they would just leave us behind and leave us in the dust and just move up there. Now, it didn't turn out so well, though.
Right.
It didn't turn out so well for the Chargers, because the Chargers had to pay $650 million to the other owners. And they're really not doing well right now. Dean Spanos' sister has sued and has put the hard facts out into the public record that they're running short every year, $10, $11, $12 million, and they're in huge debt. And
Mike, I want to ask you,
when they go to their games in LA, there's as many fans on the other side than there are for the Chargers. So it really turned out to be a very bad move. And the one thing this suit does is just says, hey, look, we're sorry that you left, but you need to pay city back for all the damages that they've suffered.
So that's the question here. I mean, so many San Diegans obviously still upset, still bitter. I mean, the NFL team here is gone. They moved up north, and at this point, suing the Chargers. I mean, how much money are you thinking the city's going to get? Is this actually going to work out in San Diego's favor? We still don't have an NFL team.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, I don't think San Diegans are bitter. That's not the way San Diegans are. I will tell you that San Diegans are hurt. San Diegans now feel that we're just as good as St. Louis. And if the NFL recognized that they had a moral and legal obligation to pay St. Louis this $790 million, they have that and more for San Diego, because we had a 55-year relationship with that team. If you go through the community of San Diego on a Sunday afternoon, You see the families, garage doors open, extended families there, sharing meals, kids running around. I mean, it was a cultural of great importance.
It's a huge
Flags, that was
loss.
Charger flags everywhere.
Right.
It was something that was so important to us. So, so the damage to San Diego is San Diegans are not bitter. I just don't see us as bitter.
No, it's
We're
a
not
big
bad
loss. No,
sport.
I get that.
Right.
I understand. It is sad. we miss having a team. We miss the Chargers.
Real quick, Mike, we only have about 30 seconds left here, but everyone wants to know who Ruth Hendricks is. Can you just tell us about the person behind
Ruth
this lawsuit?
Hendricks is a saint. She is the operator of the Huddle restaurant in Mission Hills. So anyone that lives in Mission Hills will tell you that. And she also operates a nonprofit right next door called Special Delivery that delivers food to seniors and to terminally ill people. And she hears she also has a TV in her restaurant. And they used to watch the games there on Sundays.
Yeah.
But she hears what people's reaction is and how hurt and disappointed they are. So when she found out that there was this opportunity, she stepped forward, and we really appreciate it. We're hoping that we appreciate the fact the mayor has wished us well, but we're hoping that the mayor and the city council and our city attorney will stand up for San Diego and actually join in the lawsuit. That would be ideal.
Well, keep us posted, Mike, on what happens next here in the lawsuit. We know that there's several stages to this, so we'll hope to get updates as we go along here. But thanks for joining us.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
really
thank you for
appreciate
that.
it.